bless America.
Oh.
4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
You still got that?
Cheating. It's green. You should get that.
Holy shit.
Let's go! Hello and welcome everybody to Nickel City X-Wing. My name's Greg and we've got 3 big draft league games for you tonight. The first one between Mateo, Team Havoc, and Walter of Team Magic. And I am joined now by the king of drama, the man with the way above average forehead. Even if he doesn't want to admit it, it doesn't matter. He's still pulling in them Tinder matches. It's Nick.
Thank you. The forehead appreciates the recognition. What's up, man? I am recovering from a pretty ridiculous game. That was wild for these guys that just watched that. And excited for more draft league games, man. So much coverage this week.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's 21 games. Well, not now, but they're including yours. There's 21 games left to play, so I'm expecting a lot of results to be pouring in.
Yeah.
Well, let's.
Yeah, I mean, Mega Milk already won 4. I mean, they're pedal to the metal, man.
Mega Milk off to a hot start. Speaking of hot starts, this is the first match between Havoc and Magic. The first one. So let's see who can get off to a good footing. First, representing Team Havoc.
Cry havoc! And let's slip the dogs of war!
It's Mateo, a.k.a. Viper Optics. And representing Team Magic.
Use your magic.
It's Walter, a.k.a. Call. Classic Resistance versus Empire. I think we've all been there a million times. Nick, first thought, who you got? Like right out the gate, just don't even think about it that much. It's like you see the list, who you got?
I'm going with Resistance. I see Poe, ZZ in there, and Finn. That's a lot of firepower there. And the fact that I had to mention a pod as one of those 3 ships with firepower is still laughable, but yes.
See, my first instinct immediately when I saw the list was like, oh, Empire. Because, I mean, the Backstabber and Mauler, keep in mind, they get extra offensive dice, so they're not just regular old TIE fighters. The Black Squadron is there to die a gruesome death.
Yep. Just play the objective game. Here's the thing, Greg. I think Psy can be burned down immediately, and then you have the I-6 to deal with Vader. You can trade high initiative shots. So it really does depend, I think, on what the shuttle is able to do and how long it's around. And
I think if
ZZ can be worth 5 points in this game.
if your goal is to burn down Psy, those are shots that are not going into Vader. Those are shots that are not going into eliminating these TIE fighters.
But hey, Psy is only worth 5 points.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you could lose the objective game real fast.
So we're playing Assault, right?
This is Scramble the Transition.
Okay, sorry. The bottom left rock looked like the obstacle or objective for a second. So yeah, I was gonna say if this was Assault, burning down the large base just makes so much sense. But however, the fact that you have a coordinator, a large base that can take up some ground, get in the way, and is only worth 1 point less, I still think you could go after Psy as long as you're not spending too much time on Psy. But we'll see. What is Psy's ability? Psy can coordinate and then perform the same action if it's on his action bar. So you coordinate a focus to Vader, for example, and then Psy gets a focus. Title will allow him to get a free lock after that, as long as it's within, I think, 1 to 3 of the ship you coordinated.
And remember, I programmed Rocketbot. You can always put ! card and the name of the card you're looking for. And it'll give you the link. You can always look up any card you want that way. it's a little tricky. You have to treat it like a search engine, right? You have to be like card Hera B Wing if you want Hera B Wing, or else it's just gonna give you whatever Hera is the first one that pops up. Stuff like that, but a useful tool that no one uses.
So we're finally retiring the Tri-City mat, huh? Got the new mat here. Did you make this in Photoshop? Did you pull this? We're curious.
So happy you asked, 'cause I like bragging about it. So this is a picture of the nebula. If you remember, do you remember the first photos that the James Webb Space Telescope took? So this is one of those photos. But what I did is all that data is public, right? So they provide all the images taken. So what the James Webb Space Telescope does is it uses IR light and takes like a series of photos in different wavelengths of light. So they're all black and white, and whatever wavelength it's in, those spots are lighter. So you layer those spots on top of them, and then you colorize each layer based on what wavelength of light they correspond with. So this mat is my colorization of the James Webb Space Telescope's IR.
That's cool, man. I'm glad I set you up to be able to show off. It's worthy of mentioning.
Yeah, it was fun, but also took forever and totally not worth it. The pros do it much better.
How much time did you spend on it, you think?
Oh, this took hours. I can't even, it's probably like 15, 16 hours.
I can't just like casually make a mat either. Yeah, I end up taking a lot more time because I'm not doing that, but I'm like taking different images and blending them together and stuff. Like, yeah, I like our mats that we use. They're not too bad.
I'm a little worried about like the streaks. You know how like stars have the streaks in them?
Oh yeah.
But
because the lines.
I think they're okay. I believe for the mat, I darkened everything a little bit. I put like
I know sometimes adding like a 10% blur might help too, or 10 or 15%. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't blur it, but what I did was I put like a solid black layer on top and then reduced the opacity down a lot.
Got you.
See the first moves going on here. All yellow, backstabber reds. Looks like we got that right. I'm pretty sure Psy's there to give Vader.
Yeah, to make Vader feel more like build your own Vader.
Yeah. Also,
the shuttle is difficult to fly through those obstacle fields, though.
Yeah, this is a real weird starting point. I was just about to say, I don't know where the shuttle goes from here.
Yeah, those rocks are going to be a huge problem. You could too hard and then just go through the middle, but and then deal with getting shot by literally every single ship.
I think the too hard is super risky here because remember, it's the only turn the shuttle has, and it's red.
Oh, is it red?
Yeah, the shuttle dial is absolutely terrible.
That's pretty bad. Yeah, so maybe a one bank up, but you might hit the rock. Oh, I think it'll be okay if you one bank up, but then you hit it. You hit Vader. I don't like it. I don't like it, Greg. I don't think I like it.
I'm not sure I'm in love with this opening either, from the standpoint of green should be out there collecting objectives. So I don't see how green gets that bottom objective next turn.
Do we know? Do we know, like, do we have an inexperienced, have a level of experience? Sometimes I know we get some newer players in the draft league, so I try not to criticize too much, especially if they're learning.
I mean,
it's good to mention.
I'm not like super familiar with either player. They're both, as far as I am aware, new to the draft league this year.
Yeah.
So
we have plenty of those.
I'm not sure. I know Crispy knew. I don't know if he was
Mateo.
Like local. Yeah, but Crispy knows him. I'm pretty sure.
Got it. I mean, I like the resistance setup right now. I mean, it's they barely moved, but so far I like versus the Empire's positioning. It's very awkward on the other side of the board right now.
Well, I'm expecting the Empire to move pretty fast this turn. Yeah, Poe's a really good objective capper for this too. Because he can cap, flip.
He can even
charge,
overdrive. Yeah.
And either boost or overdrive off of it or just take a mod. much like a Jedi way. Betting is open, by the way. You are able to bet on this one. 1 for Mateo, 2 for Walter. Mateo's a really good name. I bet I'd get more tips.
My name is Mateo.
Yeah.
Do you think people would talk just a little bit less shit about me if my name was Mateo?
Absolutely. It's
I
just
don't have
much
that much
harder
credit.
to like
Why would
talk
I
shit about Mateo because like it
bet
takes so
one
long to say, you know?
ball?
Like
Yeah.
Nick, it's like super easy to say. It's like very fast. Like Nick sucks, but like
Totally.
to get to Mateo sucks, you have to be like Mateo sucks. It's like a
Yeah,
very
at that point, you don't
long-
even believe it what you're saying anymore.
Yeah, it's like you let doubt creep in.
So is your body ready for a lot more 3-game streams this week? 6 games, 6+ games a week.
Nope, my body's not ready for anything, to be honest.
Yeah. How is the weather over there, man? Is it heating up for you at all,
No.
or
We just had an ice storm that we're just getting out of, and then it's gonna snow again this weekend. Great.
Ugh.
It's fucking March, you know? Like
Yeah,
it's the time for
33
the snow to be
degrees.
stopping.
I know. I've had 2 years in a row. I had on my birthday Cubs tickets, and it snowed out in April. So
No.
it's fun when that happens late in the year.
My birthday is in 2 weeks, so
Oh, everybody! His birthday's in 2 weeks.
well,
Get the
we're
subs
it's
ready.
It's gonna be a Thursday stream, so we're gonna be celebrating it. And also, not for nothing, but my birthday is the anniversary of NCX because the first one was on my birthday, so that'll be our 3-year anniversary. Is it 3? Is it 4? I don't even remember. How long? Have
I
we
think
been
you
doing
and I
this?
might have started around the same time, to be honest.
I don't
We
think were that
started
far apart,
streaming
no.
pre-COVID, like 2019.
I started streaming like right during COVID.
Okay, yeah, we're still not that far apart.
I was like the day after lockdown. I was like, well, fuck. Here we go.
Yeah. Dude, how far our in-person streams have gone. Like, if you go back to our old YouTube videos, it looks so bad compared to where we are now. It's rough.
I paid like a dude for like some like logo and panel work, and like I realized now he just gave me like a boilerplate template that he gives everybody, and I'm like just so upset at myself for paying for that shit.
Yeah. I gotta say, I feel a reinvigoration and more motivation to stream, like when we have events like this or draft league.
Yeah, I was just thinking about
just a
that.
little bit more to it.
I was like, it just feels like, I don't know, maybe more important is the wrong way to describe it, but like,
it's more important to more people, right? Like the chat actually has stakes in it because they
I just
are
feel
on a
like people
team or
care
something.
more, which obviously they do because it's some,
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Round 2. They can start collecting objectives in this round. We watch Finn move forward. It's going to take that double focus. And
God,
go.
Finn at range is
Going
so
on.
nasty. I mean, obviously dangerous at range 1, but just snipes him. Oh, that fits and gets right in the way of Vader. God, the shuttle it's a red maneuver too. I hate all of that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. Y'all see the whole buddies moment in the new episode? Oh, I did. I was like, what is he talking about? But it's got to be, man, he's got to be talking about Mando.
Yeah. I am yet to watch it. I don't know. I'm sure you watched it already. I just haven't gotten around to it.
I'm going to tell them how to do this because they're not going to figure it out. A spawn range 1 from the TIE fighter, and then you'll be able to see if it overlaps.
Oh, there you go.
Yep, you got it.
Yep. So just when you move the shuttle off it next turn, just
Okay.
know that it's there. Okay. It seems like such an easy fix, but it doesn't occur to people to just spawn the range 1 from the TIE fighter and then remove the thing to see if it overlaps.
Yeah, TTS is sometimes so accessible and easy that we overcomplicate things.
Yeah. Gosh, I hate this for the shuttle, though. See, I listen. I like the N1 as a ship. I hate it as Mando's ship.
Thank you. Oh my god, dude, it's stupid. It's so stupid.
It's
Have such a
so
fierce
dumb.
opinion on this. It's fan
Yeah.
fiction. I hate it. What they did to the Razor Crest is such a shame. Like, it's actually one of the most shameful things they could have done with an overall pretty damn good show.
I'm fine with them destroying the Razor Crest, but like have him like steal another cool new ship.
That's like fitting for what was a bounty hunter. Like, just feels right.
Yes.
The character.
It makes
Yeah.
where does he pee?
It feels like pandering, honestly. It genuinely feels like they're just trying to pander to the like the prequel fan. I'm a prequel fan, but like it just didn't seem right. Like, it does not seem right.
Yeah,
Here's the thing: they know they're pandering. They're pandering because they know that the N1 is one of the most favorited. Like, it's one of the coolest looking ships. It sounds cool. It looks great. It's got that chrome, sleek look. Like, it just
it does look awesome.
give him a Y wing.
Michael Upton, thank you for the resub.
It does look dope.
Yeah, it looks fine. It just makes no sense for Mando. It just doesn't make any sense. And I hated this about Luke Skywalker too, how he takes his X-Wing every fucking where. I'm like, bro, get a ship where you can walk around these fucking 15-hour flights.
It feels a little bit more fitting because it's Luke and an X-Wing is pretty hand in hand. It seems more iconic, but like for me, I feel like they were developing that kind of connection with the Razor Crest or a ship like the Razor Crest, and then we just lost it, and then they're like, fan fiction submission, Chrome N1, custom N1.
See, I think it would be cool if like the whole season he was flying the N1 trying to put the Razor Crest together. That would be.
Have him have the gauntlet. Just maybe he just like ditches it and has a gauntlet.
Yeah, I don't know. There's options for him, and I don't love what they did, but at least it looks cool. It has the afterburner thing, which is cool, I guess. I actually am starting to like this engagement for the Empire here. At least this turn of the engagement. Resistance really didn't try to capitalize on anything, and now with the afterburners charges going off, 9 is going to take many a shot. Unless you decide to go into ZZ, could it actually be worth going into ZZ here, knowing that she's not
now or never,
have
right?
a token?
It's now or never was easy.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that might actually be the play, even though you can pile on to. I get wanting to go after 9 because you got 3 shots going in, but with ZZ, you might want to take it. Oh, tagging shit.
Oh no, don't. He's not gonna lock Finn, is he? No, he didn't. Okay, he did 9.
No, he didn't lock. I don't know what Poe is. I don't know why Poe was tagging.
I just saw a ping to
swarm
Finn
tactics. He swarmed Finn up to 6,
so that he can not participate.
Yeah, well,
Still.
he might have Vader. Oh, it's hard to see.
He actually, you're right. I think he might. Now they look at first angle didn't look like he had it. He
Yep.
does. There it is. Range 3.
Finn at I6. That is pretty terrifying.
He's really deadly at I2, right? Because people have already spent all their tokens at that point, and then he slaps someone real hard.
Oh, the dream. 2 blanks. Add the blank. Heroic.
Can you also add the eyeball here as well after?
No.
Okay, you can't do both in one. Yeah.
If only he was able to take optics at this point. Vader gets those evades. Vader good. Confirmed. Gonna go ahead, close the bets. Final bets. 9 on the Resistance, 10 on the Empire. So, I mean, pretty much down the middle.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty. It does feel like these lists are pretty even, right? Like,
Yeah.
feels about right.
Yeah, I like the pieces that like there's more value per piece on the resistance side for me, but no.
Yeah, Vader, spend a force, make a crit, and you got 3 hits. 2 hits and a crit. And I imagine you spend your thing here. Yep, does spend focus, just takes a shield. But Vader kind of doing the job here. I'm a little surprised didn't take the focus with Mauler. But he might think I've got Predator going, so that's going to be my...
That ability is silly. It's just like so easy to get that extra attack die.
Yeah, really easy.
Seems a little lazy.
All right, Z's. One crit into the shuttle. Shuttle could evade this. Side does have power, but doesn't need it.
Doesn't need it.
Evadey boy shuttle.
Let's go.
Why didn't Mando and Grogu just fly the Eagles into Mando?
Man, I love that.
Great
Great.
question.
That was great, Michael. That's a draftable freaking thing. That's really good. Ooh, range 2
like
innovator.
a fuck ton of spam emails lately.
Oh, constantly, all the time. I get invoiced from like people who just invoice me on PayPal. Did you ever get that?
No.
Because you can just request money.
Yeah, I mean you can. You know what I have done? You know how like sometimes on Tinder like people put their like Venmos, or, like
Oh
women
my
put their Venmos.
There's 2. Yep.
And evaded.
I see a lot of the Instagram baiting, like follow me on Insta if you
Yeah.
find me hot, and then they'll
Well,
try to DM them.
I see a lot of that, but also the if they put their Venmo there, sometimes I'll request $5,000.
I love that. I mean, they should be getting like banned for trying to get money from people, but I think
They'll
that's
get
against
banned
the US.
if people take the time to report them.
Yeah, I'm pretty overseeing that stuff, so I'm way more willing to report at this point.
I think I only report if they're like, I don't know. I don't really ever report.
There's an Instagram account that keeps DMing me that I know is a catfish that's like fake, and I've said like I know you're fake, just like to fuck with it, and it still keeps trying to like this person keeps trying to talk to me. It's just like, what are you doing? Like you know I caught you. It's very entertaining.
A Predator reroll here is available. Oh man, Kingdom for a focus, right? And 9 is going to get out of that, losing only 2 shields, so it's pretty good. Shuttle doesn't have a shot. And last but not least, so 1-1 at the end of round 2.
ZZ's in a great spot to take that middle point. I don't see any way for anyone to stop the resistance from claiming it.
Yeah, ZZ could like 2 bank or even 2 forward, claim, rotate. Next time, Matt's gonna send you $5 and see what happens and blocks him like that girl did a few years ago. Well, a lot of women do that. They're like $75, see what happens, and like obviously nothing's gonna happen. But you know, if I request $5, all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. Like Greg doesn't want $5. I want $5.
Also, I think the obsession with height is really interesting. It's like you got to be at least 6 feet tall. It's like so someone that's 5'11" is like just like unattractive because they're 5'11" or 5'10", whatever. Like people have weird standards these days. It's very artificial. That's why we love dating so much. So dating is fun these days. I have so much fun doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get the height thing.
Don't get the hype. Oh, my boss is off tomorrow, Greg. That's a great sign. That means that I'm about to have a slow Friday.
Is that what that means?
Because he usually asks me for a bunch of stuff. I love my boss, but he's usually like, hey, can you do this for me? Can you do this for me? He's not around. Not gonna have to do that.
You send Vader fast here?
Does he fits past the rock? It looks like he will, right? Yes, he will if he goes straight fast enough.
I think you're gonna get the focus coordinate from Sai, who is not facing in any kind of usable direction right now.
I'm kind of tempted to just one bank with Finn. So if you do that, Vader is stuck. Could be blocked under the rock potentially. No, he'll clear the rock. I think no matter what.
I think you could 5 forward with
Vader and still
put
hop over.
pressure on Poe. I think
Mm.
the idea is to keep Poe from getting off proton torpedoes onto Vader. Because right now, with that rock being there, I don't see, unless Vader goes fast enough, I don't see how Poe's one forwarding.
Yeah.
And just gonna take.
I guess first player matters. You're right, because Poe could just do a overdrive thrusters and just jump over him if that happens. Who knows? If he clears.
Yeah, if he gets.
If Poe can reactivate, or Vader's never gonna be able to get a good shot on him, or just a shot in general. So, Greg, would you say that hands down the best faction for salvage mission is First Order? Or would you say it's Empire?
For salvage mission?
For salvage mission, yeah.
It's probably either First Order or Republic.
What pieces
Republic
are being
seems
taken by
good
Republic
for
that are?
that.
Yeah,
Well,
I guess
mean,
like
just
the
like any force,
B-wing.
having any force is great for Republic.
Yeah,
But also, born for this, being able to share.
yeah. I was gonna say that Force users probably aren't taking this up, don't want to be taking this salvage unless they have to, just because of the repositioning that they rely on. Like D7B Anakin's like never gonna take a crate.
Yeah.
Unless he absolutely must.
Born for this shouldn't exist.
I hate it as well. I think it's getting a little too it's almost like easy mode with all the things that they can do.
Yeah.
Not to disqualify anybody that's playing Republic. It still, takes a lot to be able to win with any list, most lists, but there's a lot of toys that make it a lot easier for you than other people experience with their lists and different factions. You just don't need the biggest passive mod faction to have access to all of that stuff. They don't need it.
Yeah, it's almost like they're like, oh, you could end up without mods, so we're gonna go ahead and make it easy. Plated hull Y-wing is what? What is plated hull Y-wing DGM? I don't have a problem with the plated hull Y-wing. I think that ability makes sense.
Plated hull Y-wings, the plated hull is genuinely bad because you do the modification first and they can just do marksmanship or protorps after. It's just not good. Like it barely comes in, doesn't factor in as often as it really should. You modify first.
Lando Resistance Falcon does make me upset. It should be a once thing. But thankfully, the Poe Resistance Falcon is so good that no one's flying a Lando one. So
yeah, because Lando can't really get away. He can just do crazy stuff and then get shelled.
Yeah, that's basically it. It's Lando's like crazy for a couple turns and then just gets whacked. So coordinated Mauler. Didn't see that coming.
Not gonna scram. No, he has that. He had that point earlier.
Yeah,
We're
that
good.
point.
We're
Earlier, yeah.
Here we go. So one bang from 9 fit. It doesn't anymore.
Yeah, I don't know where 9's gonna go. Well, actually, the 4K looks pretty tasty. If it doesn't run, it might run over that asteroid, so maybe it doesn't.
Yeah, it's real tight.
Lambda on the table makes me happy as well. I want them to bring the Lambda back, but I also want them to rework it.
3
That is
bank.
a bump,
Okay.
but that is an enemy bump, so it's a free focus at this point.
It's a free focus. He ditched that stress right away.
You ditch that stress.
Where
so
the hell is
beautiful.
Vader? I guess it has to be a 5 straight, right? A 4 will fit as well.
Yeah.
Gonna have to go real fast.
But
Who's
keep
first
in mind,
player here?
Finn's going to
It
be
is
likely
right side.
swarm tactics up to 6.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is going to be a nice little banger
Going-
shot here.
Yeah. You'd want to go into Backstabber. I think even 9 has a shot on Backstabber. It's real tight. These things are worth Okay, good. They're worth. Well, Backstabber's worth 4. 1, 3 for Mauler.
Backstabber with 4, Mauler worth 3.
And the reason that because there's a crack shot, right? That's the reason why Backstabber is worth 4 and is an I5. They're both I5s though. I'm still getting to know these TIE fighters. I'm always seeing Boy Vader, but I'm not often seeing these ties. I know that they're pretty popular right now, but I just haven't seen much of them.
ZZ gonna go for a target lock.
Oh, I don't know when you're gonna get a chance to scramble again. That's the point.
Maybe Poe's going up to the middle. Maybe Poe's like bugging out.
I mean, yeah, ZZ's in a good position to too hard claim and rotate. Next turn. The ship you're not going to hit or shoot at.
Vader, that is interesting. I'd start throwing shit into the shuttle.
It's like with the last game, Ralph just did not want to shoot at the Reaper. Just no interest. No interest in shooting at the shuttle. No interest.
Vader only a 1 forward. Why would you not go 2?
Wow, and takes the damage. Is ZZ going to have a shot on him? No. Doesn't look like it.
No, but he's going to get proton torpedoed. I don't understand why you wouldn't at least make it 2 so you don't like self-damage yourself. I think Poe just take your target lock, take your focus.
Yeah, I'm curious. We might have a newer player. I'm not sure. Because like you saw everything kind of unfolding in front of you. It's surprising to go so slow.
Vader's going to get to shoot first, and I imagine it's going to go into 9.
Swarm tactics.
Swarm tactics.
Vader goes first.
Finn. So, Vader, first shot, has range 1 to 9. That's where it's going.
Is Finn going to be able to shoot Vader? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, Matt Forster's like, oh no, Vader! Oh god.
Vader. Take your conversion, spend the lock. Oh yeah, you don't even need it. Convert. Don't forget about that. Fucking Vader can just gets blanks, doesn't matter. Nine. You gotta spend,
right? Yeah. I mean, multiple crits coming in. You spend to take shield and a crit instead of 2 crits.
A crit is a stun.
Who cares? It's literally a blank card.
All right, now the 6s go. Finn will get the first crack. Has Vader range 1. I don't know if Vader lives. Vader's got to survive 3 shots. And Finn is going to get to add the first strain. And Finn just put in 4 hits into Vader. About as good a roll as you could hope for with Vader. Spend a palp force, spend a force, whatever. Take 1. Poton torpedo. Oof.
Woo! There it is.
Pretty great torpedo.
He will almost always get 3 hits and a crit. That's 4. He doesn't get 4. It feels like a huge failure.
Vader Palp is still available. He remembers it.
Another blank card. Stun pilot. How many more shots coming? I mean, that was just Poe. Yeah, he's gonna die. He's done. I would think he's probably gonna die here.
If ZZ has a shot, he's definitely gonna die.
Yeah.
But now
9 still gets to shoot him, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 9 is a shot, but no
Unmodded.
mods, I don't think.
Did Finn shoot already? I must have missed that.
Yeah, Finn shot. Put in 4 hits. Vader evaded 3, though. Gonna go into Finn here. 4 dice from Mauler. Not great. Mauler does have Predator. Oh, it's not in Bullseye, though. So only 2 into Finn. And Finn will add the blank. Spend the focus. Another strain. Take nothing. Finn's bullshit.
Yep.
All right. Into 9. He's taking evades. Why do you not take a focus? 4 dice. Oh, well, what do I know? Natties. Into 9.
Probably the end of it. Oh my god.
Well, crack shot. That is the end of it if he crack shots this.
Yeah.
And he
Done.
will.
Nice. There it is.
So 9's dead. Simultaneous fire at I5, though.
See, that crit will matter potentially if we get a weapons failure.
Weapons or maybe a
Nope,
blinded.
doesn't matter.
Just a wounded pilot. He won't be taking any more actions this game.
I guess even blinded wouldn't matter, right? Because he doesn't have any mods.
Ooh, why do you remove? Yeah, there you go. Bring him back. Going to Vader, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Range
Get a
1
lucky
to
shot.
Vader. Never know. Two
Right,
crits.
Crit could
Could
goes
do
through.
it.
It could do it. Could do it. Or a blank out could do it. Hey, crit will go through.
Ooh, crit.
Direct will do it. No.
Ooh,
Oh,
panics.
pretty bad though. Pretty bad. That is rough.
So a double stressed Vader and
Can't
ZZ
shoot. Yeah.
cannot finish him off. So Vader is not in arc. So ZZ will take 2, put it into the shuttle.
What does that mean? As like a low-level X-wing looks like low-level X-wing.
I don't know. I don't like that comment though.
Yeah,
Players
that
are
rubs
trying.
me the wrong way a little bit. I feel like people that like the more pretentious we act about X-wing, the more of a loser we come off to be because this is a fucking plastic spaceship game. So it's pretty
Yeah.
sad. It can be like that. Not saying that he's being like that, but just a friendly reminder. People in the chat saying GG's. Like, Jesus, you guys are ruthless. Oh my god. I mean, God. This is definitely not a good spot for Empire, but
All right, 1 point each at the end, and Walter comes out to a 7-2 lead at the end of turn 3. Heading into turn 4.
Guys are
See what we
calling,
can do.
calling GGs when it's a 5-point lead. And Vader is still alive. He's not dead yet.
Plastic spaceships are a multi-million-dollar signing deal.
All right, Greg, I do have to hop off here.
Get the
Thanks
fuck
for
out
having
of
me,
here.
man.
Get out. Leave.
Bye, everybody.
I didn't watch
Thanks
it
for
here.
watching.
Go. Go on, get.
I'll take my big forehead somewhere else. Bye, guys.
Peace. Makes a coward. Makes the type of coward that runs away from his problems.
I would never run from you, Greg.
Lies of the Jedi. What's up, Crispy?
I'm doing all right. I'm a bit under the weather today, but I'm doing okay.
Oh, another ultimate injury?
No, this was actually, oddly enough, I think that the guy who got me sick is from Ultimate because he was coughing and wheezing and sneezing, and he was still showing up to practice. And he's like, "Oh, I'm fine, coach," and now I'm like, "Fucking this."
Is
So I
your
blame
coach a
him.
guy named Trent?
No,
What's your coach's name?
which Mike,
They're all named Trent.
all of
All of them.
them. Okay.
You sound so sick.
Yeah.
You're like, I got the black lung pop.
That is no, I do sound like shit though. And also coming out of a very, very unfortunate GSP Sector Series loss. I lost Wrath on a one shot on a 0.3% chance. And then I put 5 double modded shots into Contrail, and then he lived.
Contrail do
So-
be doing that.
Yeah, when your 3 agility rolls 2 evades on 5 consecutive shots, yeah.
Let's go, Contrail. Woo.
Yeah. And I only ended up losing by 1 point. So it was a bit of a feels bad. But we've got this game here. Very, very interesting how things have panned out. I will also take Nick's spot for cheering on the Resistance here. I think the Resistance has this in hand. Once Vader gets removed, hopefully soon, then the rest of the Empire list is nothing that the Resistance can't deal with, even if 9 is off the board.
Is Mateo, like, you know Mateo, right?
Yeah.
Is he a resistance guy, or are you just kind of drafting him into like a second or third choice faction?
Oh no. He's a Resistance guy. He hasn't played for a bit, but he's the Resistance guy.
I was a little surprised not to see a Falcon.
Yeah, he loves his T-70s, and he's not really a huge fan of Ray, so he would rather just fly what he's more comfortable with. That's the T-70 Poe.
Yeah. See the K turn. Ooh, tried the K turn. Won't go. It's easy. Gonna turn away. I assume this is going to be a claim rotate.
Yep, I assume so as well. Very, very nice claim. And yep, just checking that ZZ can in fact rotate after a claim. So now with Walter going first, do you think Vader went 5 straight and is now going to get blocked by a combination of Poe and Backstabber?
As long as it bumps Poe and not Backstabber.
Oh, I'm assuming it will bump. Yep, it will bump Poe.
Yep. I'm actually surprised Vader didn't do blue. You got 2 stresses on you.
You
Not
got
blue.
burners. You got burners. You just gotta leave.
Yeah. Andrew, thank you for 16 months. Appreciate you. Poe, here's the thing. If Poe went 1 forward, it's a pretty nice shot.
Yeah, unfortunately, you are gonna get shot by Vader. So you'd rather just have ZZ take the concussion shot out the back, and you not have to worry about it. But this is more likely to, kill Vader. Now you're
Well,
probably gonna take a big shot.
I know you're a big foe guy, but ZZ's not allowed to shoot the concussions out the back.
Oh no way. That's so sad. Imagine, like, I'm just so used to being able to rotate my turret. and
Yeah, just
shooting.
rotate your and shoot whatever you want out there, yeah.
Yeah.
So Vader gets 3. Marksmanship that up to a hit and 2 crits.
Yep.
Heroic? No heroics. That's the shields on Poe.
Yep. Has those swarm tactics instead of heroic. So a little sad there, but Poe is, hey, that's why he's got him.
Yeah, also, it's I mean, it's bad. It's not great, but I mean, this shot is everything, right?
Yeah.
This shot right now is the...
It's the haymaker.
Vader sitting on 1 force plus a palp. Oh, it's not too good. But Poe still has that target lock from nattying, and that is a guaranteed kill. Say goodbye to Vader. We hardly knew ye. I will remember you.
I won't. I simply will not.
The big 6 points.
And see, I think the thing here is that since Finn did the red maneuver, he is kind of sitting out to dry in front of Sai and in the bullseye of Mauler. So this could potentially be
Well, that line isn't pink, so it's not
interesting.
bullseye, right?
Sai. Yep.
And I wouldn't target ZZ because that's just giving them a mod for their shot.
Yep.
So yeah, I think I just throw this into Finn, see if we can't get. It's not a great shot, but
Unless you're trying to save Finn's strain for for Sai to shoot.
right. I've never really been a fan of not shooting because of the strain for like a different shot. I just think more red dice is better no matter how many greens are involved.
It really depends on like I think for me it is like
If the shuttle was like double modified, then maybe, but like, I mean, that's not worth it. But
nope. And yeah, that and see that's the reason. If I have an unmodded shot, versus a modded shot, I'd rather save the strain for when I can mod it. There is the range 0 though. They don't get the extra die at range 0. That needs to be adjusted. That needs to be adjusted.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, even these guys next to each other?
Yeah,
Hello.
range 0 attacks have to be and I'm not wrong about that, am I?
No, I was in here to tell you that it has to be 2 die.
Yep.
Okay. He was in the process of just being informed. Ooh, that sucks. You go from natties to complete saddies.
That's the karma. Learn your cards. Learn your cards.
ZZ has
Learn-
tried to go into the shuttle thrice and has failed.
I mean, I think at this point, like, it at this point, it is the only shot that is worth taking. I guess you could try to throw a haymaker into one of the ties.
Heroic. Yep, heroic.
Yeah.
And that'll go for 1. See if the shuttle can get to pain again. Oh, this is the most evading shuttle of all time.
Damn. Uh-oh, Poe. Look out.
Big 1. That's evaded. And now the shuttle going to take that 4 dice. Still has Palp for a mod here. Psy into Finn for 2. Finn doesn't have mods.
Well, I mean, yeah, he doesn't have token.
Oh, that was the roll. That's the roll that forces you. Oh, elusive. Oh, it stays blank. Hey, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Was he better off maybe re-rolling the eyeball, hoping
Yes.
for another
Yes.
blank, which then he could heroic the other 2 that he didn't re-roll?
Yep. I know, like, the instinct is you elusive the blank, but, like, when you're in resistance, you think about heroic and what you can do there. So you could not re-roll the die that you re-rolled with elusive, but you would be able to add the blank with Finn and then re-roll the other 2 dice.
Right, because heroic allows you to pick and choose. It's not all.
Yes.
Remember R4B11 in heroic? Remember? No, I do not. I don't know. What's R4B11?
That's the scum droid that lets you re-roll, that forces you to re-roll your opponent's defense dice. So you could, yeah, like if they roll like blank evade, you could R4B11 to re-roll their evade, and then into a blank, and then because there's 2 blanks, you could heroic back the other blank. It's very silly.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Two scenario points for the resistance here, though.
Yeah. So Mateo takes a 10-7 lead now. Although you have to think that that round kind of feels good for the Empire. Stripping Poe. Well, I don't know if it feels good. You lost Vader. But he did strip Poe of the shields.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't that what's important at the end of the day? Making sure Poe doesn't have shields. Finn's in that shitty position of gonna need like 2 or 3 turns to get back into this fight.
Mm-hmm.
ZZ hasn't done anything yet, but that's okay. He's been the objective monster, and that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah, Poe Def just can't just disappear and never get shot again. Not from this position. I think the concern has to be is if you kind of disengage with everyone right now, then the TIE fighters start claiming and you start losing objective points while you try to get everyone back into the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Ollie says that this is pretty close, but the shuttle needs to die. How dare you? That's the shuttle ST-321 to you, sir. A little respect.
Well, I think
Kids these days.
I think the problem here is Finn is Finn's job is now to just stay alive because he's gonna have Mauler chasing him, and Finn's not in a great position to turn around and come back into the fight.
Yeah, but they're not in good position to chase Finn anyway, so I think you got time with Finn.
Yeah. I think ZZ needs to really step it up here. ZZ has taken 3 shots into the shuttle and has done nothing. So,
Yeah, I wonder if the two bank right from the
no, Ollie the
Red-
center is not claimed.
if the two bank
It is-
right from Backstabber gets you in range 1,
I think you claim
gotta
that.
take it.
Yeah, and I think green 3 banks down towards the bottom of the board to
Yeah, I'd
claim
get
the center.
those two. I agree with
So
that.
then ZZ's got to capitalize on that and got to come around and do some stuff. Poe, I don't know what Poe does here. Just bank into, like, 1 bank into the front Arcus Eye.
You use 1 bank right and set yourself up for a K-turn. Double focus, play defense, set yourself up for the K-turn.
Mm-hmm.
You'd always jam the shuttle. Not like super practical, but it's an option.
Well, I don't think Finn wants to be stressing himself right now. That's the thing.
3 hard. Is that maybe to like threaten ZZ a little bit if she tries to come around? I don't hate it. ST-321 could coordinate the focus over to the green TIE fighter. Get the focus for themselves. And for good mention, target lock, which I have to assume would go on Poe.
Yeah. Yep. You gotta coordinate the Black Squadron Ace because that's the only one that Sai can coordinate right now.
It's probably for the best, too. It's the one in the most danger this turn.
Yep. Ooh, rotate and boost.
Mm.
Instead of just sitting there with the focus rotate.
That rotate didn't get green in arc, so you're hoping for something else.
Yeah, well, ZZ's fairly healthy right now. I think it's not really a worry.
I mean, I don't think you're worried about her getting like one-shotted, but like, why take the damage if you don't really have to? I actually like this from yellow. This is gonna block ST-321 next turn. but you can sacrifice that shield to get a little bit better angle, and you might block Poe.
Yeah, I think the main goal is to block Poe here.
And you did it. Now Poe will be able to red focus. But that is a tasty shot for the shuttle.
Yep.
All right, Poe into the shuttle. Backstabber claim the objective. Yes, objectives right now are 2-1 in favor of Walter. Oh, not a great roll. Not a great roll for Poe. And the shuttle again. The shuttle is 100% success rates on evades.
Wow.
Shuttle OP indeed. ZZ no targets. Now this is a range 1 from the Black Squadron Ace into ZZ. And we'll spend for 2. ZZ looking for some evades. We'll just take a shield. Now Psy. This is a huge shot here for Psy. Double modded. Not a wonderful first roll, but Psy does have the target lock. And that is a tasty. Poe will have to spend to take 3 and live on 1.
All right, now Poe fucks off.
Yeah, Poe has to fuck off, right? There's 2-1, so it's 11-9 for Walter at the end of turn 5. We got about 18 minutes left in this one. So if you're the green TIE fighter, the Black Squadron, you do 1 turn, right, to try and protect that center objective.
Yeah. Or do you no, I mean you don't turn up to Finn, right? Like you don't give yourself into that guy.
No, I think you let Finn do whatever Finn wants to do right now. Finn is your. Sorry, can't be bothered with you right now. I've got a Poe. I don't know what you do with yellow. I mean, red, you're probably K turning or 1 harding, either one. Maybe the 1 hard evade makes more sense. But yellow, the shuttle is in really bad spot with yellow for initiative order to make things good. If you're high, every ground is high.
Nice.
Also, same thing applies if you have vertigo. I get vertigo sometimes in movies. when they do those like top-down shots of like canyons, like free
Yeah.
falling stuff. I get vertigo sometimes.
Oh, I feel you.
I'm not afraid of heights, but I'm not like a huge fan of them either.
Oh, I hate heights, man. Like I better be like strapped into something, or else I'm not like
Right.
looking over the edge. Like I'm fine with roller coasters, right? Because I'm like I can
You're
feel the
like
fact
you're
that I'm
yeah,
sitting on it.
you're like snug. I
But
don't
it's
mind
like
roller
you just
coasters just because like I feel the fucking like the brace on me.
yeah.
But I also
No.
don't live in a plot like a plot like space with very tall buildings. Like the skyscrapers in Buffalo are not like I go to Chicago. I'm like, wow, these buildings are way taller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I've never done any of those like slingshots or like the huge like swings that like they take you up like hundreds of feet in the air and they swing
Oh
you around.
yeah, I've seen those in like
But
Vegas.
oh man, those no, there's no way you couldn't pay me to get on one of those.
Yeah. Thankfully, as like a fat guy, like no one ever expects me to want to go on one of those. I'm like, yeah, great.
Hmm.
I have the excuse. Zabu says it's nice to see a lambda on the table. I do love a lambda. It's nice to see a lambda without a Sloan. You know what I mean? Like it's nice to see lambdas legal, but no Sloans.
Hmm. Now, hear me out, right? That
Okay.
that that Dan Athy guy. Did you
Uh-huh.
see his game earlier?
I did
Who he
not. He was on Nick's stream, right? I didn't get to watch
No,
most of
no.
that.
I don't think it was streamed. It was just in the match reporting.
Hmm.
But did you see that score?
No, I didn't.
The first game that Dan Athy plays without Sloan, that happens. The man is washed. Oh, it was on 3-1-2? Nice. I didn't realize it got streamed. Yeah. So, without Sloan, he's absolutely washed. Order 66 in shambles.
Order 66 in shambles is what Crispy said.
Mm-hmm.
They're in shambles.
Yep. I mean, we'll see how this game goes. It is like right now Mateo has the lead.
Sure.
But at any given moment he could simply not have the lead and then he would lose.
Right. That is how things work.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
Turn 6, here we come. 12 minutes left. Great commentary. If you're not first, you're last in a two-player game. Yep.
Exactly. See? Listen, the people get me. I make it easy for everyone to comprehend.
Yeah,
You
you're
can
like you're the John Madden of X-Wing.
exactly. Ooh, I like that. I'll quote that, Greg.
A too hard for Finn. You have to barrel roll, right? You already took a damage. You can't afford this.
Yeah. Oh, is gonna chance it.
They don't have one hards, do they?
Oh, they do have one hards. I think they're just red.
I think a one hard left at least clears. Yeah, I think the one hard left will be fine. That is a friendly bump. unfortunate. No, that's the first damage to the shuttle. Somehow. Even though it's taken shots, including one from Poe. And the K turn. Or just take the evade, I think. You're not really getting a good shot off. Or a shot off, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I think we need ZZ to move there.
Yeah.
Yep,
ZZ,
he's good.
just a bump.
I thought maybe ZZ might do the too hard back in towards Psy, and that'd be an easier way to claim.
Yeah, I think the claim was the goal there. So good block from Walter.
I think debating the red focus, trying to see whether Psy has him in arc.
I think you're all right not doing it.
Yeah.
'Cause you get to
Yeah.
shoot first
Look
anyway.
like
You'll get the free.
not taking it.
You got a range 0 shot, so you wouldn't be able to mod that anyway, and then you get the free token. So. Poe D. Dameron going range 1 into your boy, Mauler Mithril. Poe, hit crit. Baller, no problem. Baller, no shots. And ooh, 2v3. Throws a red dice in disgust. 2v3 into Poe. This is for a kill. Hit crit. Poe, my man, we need to see 2 paint. 1, 2, 3, all the paints.
Oh, it does get the focus spin though.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting range 0 shot that should never be allowed. ZZ going to get a range 0 now into the green TIE Fighter. The BSA, the Black Squadron Ace. ZZ for 1. Black Squadron Ace does have an evade token, but also just rolls evade, so hey.
Yep.
A shuttle of
Psy-
destiny now.
If Psy gets the kill here.
You know how much I hate range 0 shots.
Oh yeah, dude, me too. But you know,
Only one.
This shuttle is also getting on my nerves.
That's a kill.
Oh my gosh.
Poe D. Dameron. The D stands for dead. Finn looking for some blood. Where's Ada Anakin? Not here. This is going to be a good shot. You had the strain. 3 hits. Spends the evade token. That is going to be a damage on the green. Hope it was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 points. 2-1. And at the end of the 6th round, with 6 minutes left, it is 18-12. Now, Crispy, not only do you have to worry about the objectives, time is a significant factor now.
I mean, I think
That round took 12 minutes.
yeah, I think Mahler
from-
just does
yeah.
the 3 hard here, right? And cleans up Finn. So like
Yeah.
I think it is pretty close to the game being over. I think Optics just needed to maybe pick a better target that was not Psy. I mean, he did a pretty good job. He probably took a bit more damage than he thought he might. The shields on Poe really was a huge thing.
Yeah, Vader left a good parting gift.
Yeah. That was a pretty big deal. Um, and I think ZZ just not doing enough here was also another thing where she just kind of skirted around and just sat on claimed a couple objectives here and there, but otherwise did not contribute a lot to the offense. And for 5 points, that's very difficult to ask. That like you're putting a 5 point ship towards objectives instead of putting that 5 point ship towards shooting things.
Yeah. Also, I wonder if Andre suggests this with an after. Oh, Mauler doesn't have any afterburners charges. No, he has. He has one afterburners charge left. It's Backstabber who doesn't. 3 bank afterburner claim. Then you have all 3 objectives, and they don't have the ability to. The game's in the bag. So really, if Mauler 3 banks afterburners in a range 1 and claims, that is the official GG. Especially since Finn almost certainly has to 1 hard. Sadly, the Resistance could not see the end game. I mean, not bad. Last round from planning phase to end was 12 minutes long, so I'm expecting this to be the last round, especially since we're already down to 3 minutes. Well, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Dials aren't even completely set. If Magic wins this, is this the second home team win of season 3? So far, I believe.
Maybe.
I haven't caught up with the match reporting thread, but of the matches I've reported, it's 8-1 for the away team. Now there's still 21 matches left, so that could change in a hurry. But
Still a lot of games to go.
away's always had like a very small advantage, but 8-1 out the gate is pretty irregular for us.
See, and I remember like last season, not like taking individual games, but like team wins. It was like 50%, right? Like damn near.
Yeah, I think it
exact-
was like 52-48 or something. Like I think there was like one more away victory than home victory.
Really.
Yeah.
I thought it was very close going into the playoff, and then
It was only a difference of like 1 or 2 games. It was like nothing.
yeah, but I mean Havoc won both of our home games in the playoff, and I think Fox won their home game in the playoff as well. So
I would be interested to know, but I don't want to do the research about if the second matchup between teams is more conducive for the home team because you kind of have an idea of what other people are flying. So you're able to pick better.
yeah, maybe.
But also that's why these games matter, right? Not just for getting into the playoffs, but giving your captain the home field advantage in the playoffs. Sai gonna coordinate. And I think we can all agree MVP of the day, Lieutenant Sai.
Oh my gosh. The fact that Thigh only took damage from a bump and dodged 5 attacks. 4 or 5? Whatever.
Yeah, dodge. It's 100% on evades right now. Nick, 25 months or 26 months. Damn. Thank you so much, dude. Gets the block. This Black Squadron Ace has been maybe the best TIE fighter on the board. It's done the most work. Backstabber. Take the evade, bruh. Don't give up points. There is the timer, so this is the last round. Ooh. Well, you're free to kill now because they didn't get any claims, so just go ahead and... All right, ZZ. First up. ZZ gonna take this in the backstabber. Does ZZ have rockets? No. Predator reroll. And ZZ will finally put out 2 hits. A little too late. We'll manage to put one through, though. Take the range 3. Or nothing, so that strain goes away. Now Mauler gets a range 1 with Predator reroll. It's going to be 3v2 into Finn. Okay. Spends the focus. Hit, crit into Finn Dog. Finn the Dream. Heroic. And takes a crit. And thank you, Finn, for playing. Can't say I'm sorry to see you go. Hate that fucking pod. What shot were you hoping for there from Green? So 2 more points at the end of that one. 1. And we've got a final of 23-13. Team Magic takes the win.
GG.
Over Havoc in the first game of this.
Use your magic.
All right. We will be back with game 2 in just a few. BRB.